Thank you. So this next song, quickly. I have so many stories and they take so long that if I didn't do one song up here, I wouldn't even notice. You'd notice, but I would not notice because I just have layers upon layers upon layers of each one of these songs. So I have to choose the layers. So, see, they're okay with it. We just spend 5 or 6 hours and I just get a chair so I can sit. Chairs, we love to have some chairs actually. Okay, so this song was written at a time when Lindsay and I were in Los Angeles. We lived in San Francisco for 5 years, and he lived there forever. He was born there, but I lived there for college. I went to college 5 years there. My parents had been transferred there, so it was happening in San Francisco. That's where I used to say the music was in San Francisco, but the record deals were in Los Angeles. So one day I woke up and Lindsay and I were living in our house. I was a waitress, I was a cleaning lady. I had like 3 waitress jobs and 1 big cleaning lady job, which was the job for our producer who produced Buckingham Nicks. And so we lived there for 1.5 years and he didn't even charge us 1 penny. And so I hired myself as the cleaning lady. And what a cleaning lady I was, I have to say. So anyway, there was a point where Lindsay and I said, we've got to move because we like this man. And if we don't move, he's not going to like us anymore because he's going to be so tired of us living in this tiny little 2-bedroom house. So we found a place and he paid me $250 a week, no, a month, and that paid our rent in the hotel that I found. I mean, in the hotel. Well, it's because it looked like a hotel. It was a 2-bedroom, fabulous managed apartment, and because I hit the ground running, and I can always find something if I'm looking. So I found this incredible apartment that was only $250 a month. So anyway, we lived there, and okay, see, I'm in my layer now. So let's see, where does this layer go? Well, okay, this is what happened. Keith, our producer, he called and he said, I got a call today from an Englishman who has a band, and he heard Lindsay playing guitar yesterday. And they need a guitar player because their guitar player is leaving to become a jazz guitarist. So they're looking for somebody. And he said, I said to him, well, Lindsay and Stevie, his girlfriend, they kind of come as a package. It's like, they're not just 2 people, they're like together. So the guy's going like, well, okay, that's all right. And so he said, so Stevie, you make sure you answer the phone so that you can get all your little things in first before Lindsay does. And he calls it Lindsay, so he still calls it Lindsay. So I said to Lindsay that night, we are going to Tower Records and we're going to buy every single Fleetwood Mac record ever made. And we had no money, but I scraped it together. And we went down there and we went up and down every single row and we found every single Fleetwood Mac record. And we went home and we had a crusty old turntable. And we sat on the floor and we listened to every single song. And I said, when it was all done, hours later, I said, well, I think that we can add something to this. And there's a girl in the band, and she sings great. And I think that, so we just go from being a duo to a trio. Simple. And Lindsay goes, I don't really want to be a blues guitar player. And I said, I don't really want to be a cleaning lady. And I said, and you're going to love being a blues guitar player because we're going to have some money. And I'm going to love that because I'm tired of being the breadwinner in this family. So we're going to dinner with these people tomorrow. So that's what happened. We went to this Mexican restaurant. It was fabulous and also quite famous in Los Angeles. And we went there, and me and Lindsay are standing up against the wall because the one thing we were not going to be is late. So we got there, and we're standing. And up drives two white Cadillacs. And they're the ones with the fins, and they have the red lights, and it was just getting dark in Los Angeles, so it's pretty beautiful. And out of the first one gets a very handsome English type person who ended up to be the forever road manager of this group of people in the car. And so anyway, he comes in, he says, "Hello, darling," and he just keeps going right into the restaurant. And I'm like, okay, that was friendly. And so then, Christine McVie gets out of the car. And she is all cowboy English. I can't even explain it. It was just, I just went like, damn, she just looks so great. And so she kind of stopped and kind of stood there with me. And then John got out, and she goes, "Oh, that's my husband." And I'm like, okay. And I come to hear later that this is what John said. "What I bring to this band is I'm a great bass player, and I have a great set of legs. And that's why I wear cutoffs all the time." And I'm going like, you do have great legs, John. So at least that was not a lie. And you're also a really good bass player. So anyway, so they went in, and then the coup de grace. I should make Mick pay me for this. Mick Fleetwood gets out of the car, and he is 6'5" in his stocking feet, and in a little bit of a heel, he's like up there. So he gets out, and he's in a beautiful three-piece suit, like I had never even seen in my life, with a fob watch that's all like diamonds down here, and his hair is long. And he has really high cheekbones and big blue eyes. And he just gets out of the car, and I'm just like... And he says, "Hello, darling." And I look at Lindsay and I go, "This is good." So we go in and we have dinner. Christine and I are like this immediately. We're just like, we're already planning our own band. We're already leaving Fleetwood Mac and going to have a solo act. And we're talking about clothes, and we're talking about music that we want to write, and songs that we love. And it was so great. By the time we left there, we were like this. And so the guys really, they were just like, okay, yeah. And Chris and I are like, okay, yeah. So it was like meet the next day, basically come down to this rehearsal place, bring your songs, which we did, and we sat around for several hours and just played songs, and it was just so easy, you know, it just like, it was so fluid and so easy, and so anyway, then we started like 2 weeks later, we started recording, and it took us 3 months to record Fleetwood Mac. And then the summer started, and then we went on the road. And it was the only time we ever went on the road, not on a private plane. No bus. No bus. So anyway, we're doing the tour. Lindsay and I haven't eaten in so long that we are gaining weight. I gained like 15 pounds. I had to lose that very fast. Because room service, you know, you could get it. And so, anyway, it was really fun. But then it started to be like there was, you know, it was a lot of work. And it was also, it was like kind of nerve-wracking all the time. And so this went on into, that was 1976, then we went into 1977. And so it was getting to the point where I was like, as a writer, I was like, I kind of miss those little days. And then I would say, don't. You know, the little devil on my shoulder would go, no, you don't. But I would say, yes, I do. I miss them. I miss the days of Wine and Roses Park. I miss the romance of the day. And that's not people. That's just a thing. Like the way that ocean air feels on your face when the wind blows in your face. You just go like, I love that. And that is what I missed. So I set about writing a song that would sort of tell that story. And for all of you nomads and you travelers and you people that like to see the world and you gypsies, this could be your song.